I'm so close to this camera. All right, so I'm about to do my demo of the different brand art digital products that are kind of the best sellers. These are different in their own distinct ways. So a lot of people email me and they're like, oh, can I do this thing with this product? What does this product do versus this product? So that is the whole point of me recording this demo. I'm going to put this on my YouTube and on the Patreon, of course. I'm also live on TikTok. So anybody that pops in here can see the demo also, but I am going to record this. So I'm going to try to like go in order of each different product. The one you see on the screen right now is the online price estimator demo. This is the first version of the demo. I did just release a second version of the demo with radio buttons instead of drop downs. I will show that one on here as well. But this is the original one. If you were to go to any of the sites that I have this on, this is the one that you'll see. So that free demo is still available. I just put it back up so it's visible, so you know where to go. You know where to find it. I can't necessarily say it because I'm on TikTok, but you know to go to my profile and then take it from there. So this online price estimator, that is the one that has been, I don't want to say it went viral because I guess viral is like if you know, have a million views or whatever, but it's a super popular video. I've actually posted it twice. And even most recently when I posted it, it's gotten a lot of views. So a lot of people are like, okay, how does it work? I've even had someone ask, there's a comment over on my Instagram and she asked, well, do I have to take the course just to get this estimator? And the answer is yes, only because, not because I want to sell you a course, because honestly, selling courses is kind of like a headache. It's not even that because I want to sell you a course. It's literally me teaching you how to do all those calculations in the background. I can't do it. I can do it for you, but it's going to cost a lot more if I'm individually making an online price estimator for thousands of people versus showing you how to do it, how to customize it. If you don't, if these aren't your brand colors, you don't want this to be pink in the background. You don't want it to say brand your art. You want it to say your logo. So the whole point of me making it a course, a training, whatever you want to call it, is so you can customize it to your specific brand, your specific business, and to show you how you can embed this on your website or share this with people. If you go back and look at my pinned video, it is the video where the person is asking, how much do you charge for nails in the middle of the night? And then it automatically sends them to this where they can estimate the cost of their service while that person may be sleeping or busy or whatever. And then they have the opportunity to book an appointment right then and there versus waiting around for an answer. So that was the premise of the video. But like I said, if your acrylic sets do not start at, I'm going to zoom in too for the people on TikTok. Well, I guess it'll let me. I don't know. It's not letting me. Anyway, if your acrylic sets are not $45, $55, whatever, I'm giving you the training and showing you how to edit these fields so you can make this customized for whatever it is you do. This is not even only an estimator for nail techs. This can be for any service provider. So whatever it is you do, excuse me, if you have a base service and then you have add-ons and things like deposits or reservation fees or whatever you call those, you can customize this. You do not have to be a nail tech. So no, in short, there's no way for me to mass produce and just sell you the online price estimator. Sure, I can sell you the Canva base template that it's designed in, but as far as how to customize the pricing, how to make things add up automatically down at the bottom, that's something I have to show you. And I'm not going to be doing that on a one-on-one basis unless someone is, kicking in a whole lot of money. So thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being here. If you missed it, I am recording this whole demo of the most popular products on brandyourart.com. That's my website. So this will be available on, YouTube and Patreon if you're already a member of the Patreon, but I am going live on TikTok to show you guys as well. So how does it work? After I got all my little disclaimers out of the way, about how I can't just mass produce this and just sell you the estimator that automatically adds it up, because you need to know how to customize it and do the calculations yourself for your prices and your business, whatever that may be. How does it work? They're going to select a base service. So they text you in the middle of the night. They said, how much do you charge for nails? You are asleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You have your website and your bio and all of that. You got all of your stuff linked, but they skipped past that. They don't want to look at that. They want to DM you and talk to you, but you're asleep. It's 3 in the morning. So you send them this. It automatically gets sent if you put your DMs on autopilot. Just a little heads up that it's only $5 right now. So if you have not gotten it, you better go grab it before I change my mind. But so you send them this, they select their base service. They're thinking, I don't know what I want. I guess I just want a basic full set. I got a bad set and I need to take that off and just get a basic set starting over, right? So they're picking that. Then they're going to scroll down and they're going to choose if they want any add-ons. They could just leave it at that. And if you can see, if you have your online price estimator automatically set to apply a deposit or deduct a deposit, that $20 will automatically come off and their final price is $35, right? Cool. All right. So if they want to add anything on, such as they want a basic set, but they want an extra long length, they're going to click the drop down and either choose yes, add this, or no, thanks. If they just leave it on select, it will automatically default to 0. So they don't have to choose anything if they don't want to. These are not mandatory fields. They can keep going. Now, I will show you in the training how to make those mandatory fields. So if you have a part of your form that you do not want them to skip past before they can book with you, you can make a mandatory field, like you have to choose something. But in this case, I didn't make these mandatory, so they can accept, decline, whatever. They can kind of play around with this form to see what they want to do. So say, for instance, she's like, I'm willing to spend up to $75 total, even after the deposit or whatever. So she can play around and say, okay, yeah, I wanted to add extra long length. Okay, so now that puts our total at $60 because the deposit is automatically deducted. And she can keep going. She can say, well, maybe I want some hand painted art. How much is that? It says it in gray over here, so they know how much it is. They don't have to click the drop down just to see how much something is. Again, something that I show you in the training how to do. And it's for you to keep in mind when you're making your calculations, as well as for them to see what it's going to be instead of it being a surprise once they click the drop down. So if we click hand painted art, just one nail is $25. That's going to put them over their $75 budget. So they may be like, nah, never mind. I don't think I want that. How much is 3D acrylic art per nail? $15. Okay, maybe I'll get that on one nail, but I think that'll look kind of strange. I don't know if I want it on one nail. Let's take it off. And then they can kind of do that. If somebody charges extra for gel polish, maybe they'll just select that and that's 80. It just depends. And you can customize these. So this is just a few add-ons because why? Because this is a demo. So these are not all the add-ons that are possible in the whole wide world. You can put whatever add-ons you really have. You can put what price you really charge for these. A lot of the comments when this first came out, they were like, oh my gosh, how much you're charging $25 for one nail? And this is a demo. Like, don't get all up in arms about a demo. It's literally for demonstration only. You can change these prices to literally whatever you want. If you charge $1 million per nail, you can change it to that. It will do the math for you down at the bottom. This is for clients to be able to get an answer instantly to that question that they are always asking service providers all the time. I mean, from event planners to bakers to nail techs to hairstylists, I have heard it all from all of these different business owners, entrepreneurs, influencers, whoever, that they get pricing questions at all odd random times of the day. People can't really understand what all is included sometimes. So this is a way for them to get an instant answer to their question. So that is Online Price Estimator. That is what that does. This is an actual course on how to create one of these for your business specifically. I will say my marketing needs to be a little more targeted, because people who do custom stuff like this or training you, there are people who corporately train people how to use digital products, how to use things that they've designed in, these types of software, and they charge a lot of money for these. And when I say a lot, I mean, when I say corporate trainer, I'm not going to just say it. You can Google it if you're interested. Corporate training, they get paid a lot more money than what I'm charging for this course. And it's literally a one-time thing, and it's not $1,000. It's not even $100. Matter of fact, right now it's not even 50. So up until December 31st, it is only 49, and it will be going back up to 99, which is what it has been since I put it out in April. But when you realize the fact that this is answering questions, this is helping people get an answer to their question, no matter if you're around or not, because the DMs on autopilot, it automatically comes with it, actually. So you'll learn how to do that as well, and how to share this in different ways. Whether you have a website, whether you don't have a website, you can still share this with people instantly and have them price their services, get an estimate, and then I also show you how to add a thing where they can book immediately if they're interested. So where it would be on your form is where it is, where it says ready to buy, click here to buy now. Where this is where the booking link would be if they were like doing their estimate and they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, this looks like a price I'm willing to pay. Let me book now. So the same thing. All right. So on this new demo, if you were to access the demo in my profile, you will see this whole demo just like what you're looking at on the screen. And then now you have the option to just get into the training right away as soon as you do the demo. Before, that option was not there. I just, ask for your email, and then you go ahead and look at the demo, and then you do go about your day. Now you have the opportunity to buy. You don't have to click around to find it. You don't have to sit through my sales page. I did take the sales page. The sales page is up, but you're not going to see it. So a lot of people just want to get right to it. So we're getting right to it. You're going to demo it. If you are interested, you can go ahead and click to get it. So off that soapbox, let me show you the new one that I came up with. All right. So this is still a demo, but this is the new version that uses radio buttons instead of just drop downs. So it is kind of set up the same way. How do you order the class? If you go to my bio and click on the free demo, it should be the second link. I think it's jumping up and down or moving from side to side. You can't miss it. If you go to my profile, you can get the demo there, and at the bottom of the form, just like I was just showing, it will say ready, click here to buy now. That's how you get it. All right, so the updated version, this is also included in the course. So you're going to get base templates in the course. You get the base template. You get all the instruction on how to do these calculations in Adobe Acrobat. You get instructions on how to share this, how to embed it on your website. If you have a website, you get all the instructions. Plus, there's like a ton of bonuses. So this is the newer base template that's also included. So you'll get choices. If you don't really love the drop down kind of situation, you can use radio buttons, and I'll show you how to do that as well. The training is already in there. I've already recorded the step-by-step on how to do the radio buttons instead of the drop downs. So you have an option for either one. I did not take away the original base template or the instructions. So all of that is still there. And if you're already in this course, you already know I continually add things to this course, and I do not charge any more money. So when you pay, whatever you pay to get in is whatever it's going to be for you. You don't have to pay 10 times. You don't have to pay after a year. Now you don't have access. No, you have lifetime access, and you have lifetime access to literally all the updates. So this one is radio buttons. We would love a good checkbox, but unfortunately, the way Adobe Acrobat is set up, a checkbox will not actually add everything up. I don't know why. Trust me, I keep trying and popping in and hoping that maybe they updated it and it does it now, but it does not. So a radio button is our happy medium. It's almost as good as a checkbox, if we're just being honest. So the way this one works is you would go to your base service, which would be over here. Again, these are going to be editable fields. So do not get hung up on if you don't do nails or you don't do acrylic or you don't get hung up on that. This is a demo. You can edit literally everything on here, take everything off if you want. You could change the colors, change the names of everything. Of course, you can change the prices, show you how to do all of that in the training. So don't get hung up on that. But in this example, we're going to pick our base service of a full set or a fill. I don't know why I didn't just zoom in like that, since I can't zoom in with my camera right now. So you'll pick something. Let's see. What do we want to pick? We want to pick, let's get a Gel X full set long. We're going to go ahead and click our radio button. Then we're going to scroll down. If you can see, our final total is already at $85 because our Gel X full set long is $85 up here. So we're already getting our math done. We got our subtotal and we got our final total. We haven't checked off anything under discounts or add-ons yet. So this is just the price that we have. Now, if we want add-ons, let's say we want bling on 4 nails. So let me turn this a little bit so you can see. If we want bling on 4 nails, we're going to go ahead and click our drop down and we're going to select it. Now you see it has done the math for you down at the bottom. Bling on 4 nails, $5 times 4 is $20 all day long. That's why it added it down here to our $85 Gel X full set. Now we're at $105, right? Okay, cool. Now maybe this person is like, I paid a deposit, or I'm going to pay a deposit. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to if I want to book this, right? All right, cool. So they're going to click that and look. There we go. Same deal. So this is the same concept as the one that is, viral and live right now, but it just is a little bit of a different layout to give you more options. So in the course, you will have this version as well as this version to choose from. And depending on how into Canva you are, you can make your own version. Honestly, I'm just giving you the base template so you can get up and running. If you want to play around with it and make it even more, specific to your business, or you want it to be laid out differently, you totally can. It's completely customizable. And then I added in, different how do you put it different options under discounts. You can also edit these as well if you don't offer all of this stuff: loyalty, rewards, gift cards, referrals, promo codes. If you don't do all of that, you don't have to have that in there. You can take this other area away if you don't have any other stuff you want them to be able to calculate or whatever. Is completely customizable, but this demo is the updated version. You will get both of those. And this is also in the course. This one I did have live on my website for a hot minute, maybe a few days. And then I just changed it back to this because this one, for the purpose of, the demo, it's just easier to use. And the way I set it up, if someone is on their phone, it's a lot easier for them to use it versus this one where you would have to kind of scroll around to get to see everything. So that is Online Price Estimator in a nutshell. The course is on sale right now. It is only $49 for lifetime access to all updates. It is usually $99. I'm not even joking and making that up. Literally, everybody that's been in it before, like the last couple of days, they definitely paid $99. I think maybe one person might have paid $79, but that is what it is. So that is that product, because everybody, if I'm recapping, I am explaining the differences between the different brand your art products, because a lot of people are like, I don't understand how they work. So I wanted to go through this demo, record it, and put it up so everybody can see how it works. Oh, and then if you were to do the demo, if you click that ready, click here to buy now, it will take you to the checkout. It's going to ask you, do you want to open the link first? It'll take you right to the checkout. I'm logged in, so of course it's not going to let me do anything. But this is the checkout. You can use a card or a PayPal. That's how it works. All right, cool. So next thing is the itemized receipt template. This is the one that is also pinned on my profile and has, I don't know, 800,000 views or something like that, over 800,000 views. So we're getting close to 1 million views. I was hoping we could get there by the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to happen. This is the one that literally, if we could say 1 million is viral, then it's almost viral. This is the one that started everything. This is actually what made me go take it a step further and create something that did the math on its own. This one is the one you can see me writing on in that video, and it literally is just a Canva template, but it is not part of their standard templates. So I tried, y'all. I will say I did try. They had a creator program and they shut it down and wouldn't let anybody submit any new designs to their program unless you were already, approved to be a Canva creator. So I had to create my own, and it's not available just as if you have Canva already, you can't just search it and find it. So I did create this. It is printable and you can use it on a digital device. So I have a couple videos that have done really well. If you go to the playlist viral, you will see how I used it on the iPad. You will see how you can use it on your phone, and then you would see how you use it if you print it out and laminate it, and then you can just reuse it. And everybody is like, well, what's the purpose of this if you have your prices published? Well, I will tell you, first of all, most of the booking apps, the way the pricing looks, they can't even see your add-ons until they've already chosen a service. They just can't see everything. And then they don't really know how much is going to add up to until they're like literally clicking every single thing and all of that stuff. This is not for somebody to see before they sit in your chair. This particular product is more so for the service provider. I created this more so for the person who gets a client in their chair, who has booked for a service, and y'all are talking, kikiing, whatever you're doing, and at the end of the appointment, you realize that you've only charged them for maybe one thing instead of two things or whatever. You forgot to charge them for the add-ons, or you do remember and you charge them and they're like, well, wait, well, why is it so much? And I thought you said a basic full set with designs is $65. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see better. They get to the end of the appointment and you tell them 95, and they're like, but I booked for a full set with basic designs. They are not remembering, or they're choosing not to remember. I don't know. It depends. Whether they remember or don't remember, maybe they got a soak off. Okay, so acrylic soak off is $15. Now that's taking our $65 to $80. And then maybe they added on the cuticle oil pen or something else that was $10. That's what got them to $90. So when you're telling them 90 and they're thinking 65, this is a way to keep the conversation from being so awkward. Because at the end of the day, it is an awkward conversation. Even if you're standing on business, even if you're standing on your prices, it's an awkward conversation because they may have genuinely forgot that they did get that soak off and that extra $10 product or something like that. They may have forgotten. This is a way to be like, I'm not even trying to get over on you. I'm not telling you 90 because I just want to charge you 90. No, I'm telling you 90 because you booked for this full set for 65. Then you got a soak off before I could even do your full set. And then you added on the product. Now we're at $90. You know what I'm saying? So this is really not this is for price transparency at the end of the day. It's for price transparency for the client, and it is to help you get all of your money as the service provider, because we lose a lot of money when we forget to charge for add-ons. It's real. It was a real thing. I had to realize myself because, so what's the difference between the regular template and the class, please? Right. So that's what I'm going over. So the class, this is more so of something for someone who is coming to your website. The bundle does not include the class, so I'll just put that out there. Oops, excuse me. So going back to the online price estimator, this is for if someone comes to your website, they DM you, however they get in contact with you, and they're like, I need to know, what are you charging for whatever set? I want a basic full set. And I just want, bling on a couple of fingers or something like that. Or I want a basic extra long set. They're able to estimate the cost of their service before they ever book with you. That is what the whole online price estimator course is about. In the course, I teach you how to create all these calculations and customize this for your specific business. So that's why that is a course. The other stuff, it does have tutorial videos, but those are a little more simple. This is literally kind of like, look at it like this. This is what a client was going to see before they're actually sitting in your chair versus this is going to be what they see at the end of their appointment after the services are already done. Now, some people have said they've used this particular one when the client first sits down and they're like, okay, just to recap, you booked for a full set, you're getting a soak off today, and you said you wanted to add on a product for $10. Being clear, that's what we did, right? So some people use it before. I tend to use it after. Again, it's a receipt. So it's literally something you can take a picture of if you're using, the printed out version, or you can airdrop or text it or email it to them if you're using it on any type of mobile device like an iPad or a phone. Also, another reason I really think this is great to use during appointments is a lot of clients, myself included, because I am a client of people. A lot of the time you'll go to the service provider and you'll pay a deposit to secure your appointment, and they will forget. Maybe they're forgetting, maybe it's on purpose, I don't know, but they'll forget to take the money off that you paid for your deposit. So this is also a way to remember to do that, so it builds trust with your client, and they're like, oh, okay, she's not trying to get over on me or scam me or anything like that. She just might have honestly forgot, but this is a way to not forget. So when you're checking everything off at the end, you're like, okay, bam, you got your full set. Yes, you do get the templates in the course as well. You get a lot of extra stuff. I give you literally almost everything I offer in the course. And maybe I should start to market it like that, and just literally let people know you get everything in the course versus buying something for $10 one time, something for $20 another time, something for $13 another time. So yeah, you get everything. But yeah, so you can say they got a full set with basic designs. They wanted it to, they got a soak off, and then they added a $10 product, and then they paid their deposit. Now, when you print this out, you do have to do the math yourself. That is why I created the other one that does the math for you. And I'll get into that in a second. Hold on one second. Hold, please. So this is for price transparency during the appointment. Once that client is actually in your face, sitting in your chair, standing in your salon, standing in your shop, whatever type of business you run, this is what this is for. It is completely editable in Canva. If you don't do nails and you do braids, you can change all of this out. You can take, the logo away. You can do all of that stuff. And everything comes with a tutorial video, so you understand how to work things. If you're not into Canva and you're like, yeah, I know everybody uses it, but I don't know how to use it, a free 90-minute class comes with the Canva templates. It is a couple years old, but most of the stuff is still the same. I keep saying I'm going to re-record the Canva class because they have so many more features now, but I just haven't gotten around to it, just full transparency. But it is a free class, 90-minute entire class. So, I mean, you can't really complain about free. Ooh, sorry, phone was dying. All right, y'all. So the one that does the math for you that you can still bring up when that client is in your chair is the digital one. So this is when she asked about the bundle that is $13. That is what comes in the bundle. That's $13. You get the Canva one like this, and then you get the Google Sheets one like this. And there are instructions for each one. There are instructions to print out each one. If you like the layout of this one better, oh, thank you. And if you have any questions, there is a Q&A right in the course. I do answer. And if it's something I feel like needs a video explanation, I will post a video explanation right in the course. So this one is the digital one, and you can pull this up in the Google Sheets app right on your phone or your iPad. And then this one will actually do the math for you right in front of the client. Same deal. You can screenshot it or airdrop it or text it to your client so they can have a copy if you would like for them to have a copy, or if they say they want a copy. This one does the math for you automatically. Let me make this a little bit smaller so we can see. I know it's like small, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to like fit everything in here, and it's not letting me zoom because I'm showing my face. So for whatever reason, it's not letting me zoom in on my phone. So you're welcome. In this case, the person would decide, okay, how many full sets are they getting? They're getting one full set, right? So they're just going to put a number in there, and they're going to say they paid their deposit and all of that stuff, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to do math for them at the bottom. It changes everything around. So it's adding everything up. I had the partial bling already selected. They wanted 4 partial bling. It automatically changed it up or whatever. So that's basically how the digital one works. Also give you the instructions on how to add a hyperlink. This is just a demo copy of it, so it's not hyperlinked, but in the tutorial video, it does show you exactly how to hyperlink that. So if you send this to them and they're ready to book again, they can literally book it right there, or you can book it for them. You can pull it up and say, hey, you ready to book again? Let's click on this link and get you booked in for the next one. Also, one of the things I tell people so much when they're asking, how do you get clients to keep coming back and all that, try to pre-book them before they leave. A lot of people are leery about that. They're like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to pre-book them without a deposit. Obviously, if it's a new client, you want them to still pay a deposit just until they build that, until they're established and they're coming, versus booking it for them and not charging them a deposit because you knew and you're trying to be nice, and then they don't show up to that second appointment. But I always recommend asking them, do they want to book for the next time? Tell them spots are filling up fast and, your schedule is really crazy already. Do they want to book? You don't have to already have a really crazy schedule, but you can say you do to build that, anticipation and let them know they can book right now. That way they're locked in and you don't have to worry about trying to fill your books for the next month. Now, they're not going to always say yeah, obviously, but they can't say yes if you never ask them, right? Right. All right. And then in the digital version of this template, if you like the layout, I said this earlier, if you like the layout of this better than this version, if you like the layout better than this version, you can also print this version out. So it is printable. You can edit everything in here. I show you how to edit the colors, the backgrounds, obviously, edit the service types, the prices. And then I also show you how to fix the calculations. If anything gets wonky, there is a tutorial video on how to fix your calculations in the background so everything is adding up like it's supposed to. But if you like the layout, you can print this out instead of using it on the Google Sheets app. So in that bundle, the one that is $13, the one she was just talking about, you do get this digital version that you see on the screen, as well as the printable Canva version that you are now looking at. So that is the itemized receipts template that is available. And that is one of my products. So we've gone over the online price estimator and we've gone over the itemized receipt. So now what do we got? We got one more thing to show you, because everybody is like, what's the difference between this, that, and this, and that, and that, and this? And I get it, because people are like, wait, is this the same thing as the online price estimator? No, it is not. And then we also have, this is actually my favorite thing, but it is not my most popular product. And honestly, I think it's just because people aren't clear on exactly the purpose of it. I did have a video that did pretty well, but again, I don't know. People just are like not, I don't know. I've sold some of them, but I don't get a lot of questions about it, but I think it's a really awesome thing. So actually, wait, this ain't the one I want. This is the one I want. All right, so this is the next thing. This comes in the ultimate pricing bundle. So you get the Canva version, the digital version, and you also get the You Deserve a Paycheck pricing worksheets. That comes in the bundle. That is $13, I think, right now for the holidays. So how does this work? And you, of course, we got to show you. Well, I'm not going to play it, but you do get the video of how to actually work with the worksheets. So how does this actually work? What you will be doing is pricing out your services. So if you've seen my video where I'm holding up the bottle of acrylic liquid or monomer, however you want to say it, and I'm telling you how to, put a price, put the date on the product right when you're opening it, use the product, then go back through your bookings to see how many services you were able to get out of that product. That is what this is for. So you would enter your service that you want to price out. In this case, it might be a basic full set. And then we're going to just put some products and their services per item. And then it's going to automatically give you a cost per service for each product that you need to use to create a basic full set. Let me zoom in a little bit more so this can be visible for the people on TikTok, because I'm also live on Zoom. So yeah, Zoom can see the whole screen just fine. TikTok, on the other hand, I got to zoom in. So let's just say sample product 2 is primer, and our primer was $15 for the bottle, right? And then we get, let me see, maybe about 40 services out of that. So that's giving us a cost per service just for the primer of 38 cents, correct? Okay, so we're going to keep going. This number down here is a running total of how much it costs per service just from the products alone. So it's step one, it goes through it and tells you exactly what to do. Everything comes with the tutorial video. So what I'm showing you here, there's actually a recorded video that comes with this as well, showing you how to do this. So sample product, we got to make sure we can type sample product 3. Let's say that is acrylic powder and it was $40 for however much you got. And then you were able to get maybe 29 sets out of that. So now we are at $1.38 for just that sample product 3. It is adding it up at the bottom. It's costing us $8.18 so far to do this service. And we can keep going. We can say our nail tips, is number 4, and it's going to be $15 box of nail tips, and we were able to get 25 sets out of that. And we can keep going. Glue, files, whatever you want to do. You can add whatever you want to add here as far as all of these products that are necessary for you to create a basic full set. It's going to add it up. So right now you are at $8.78 just to complete the service just from the products alone. So I created this worksheet specifically for the purpose of helping service providers see that it is not just the products that make up how much your service is going to cost. So when people want to charge $25 for nails, I want them to really be able to see on paper in black and white or pink and white how much it's actually costing them. If they're charging $25 for nails, and we'll get into it down at the bottom, but it says it right here. I already have it pre-populated. You can put in here what you actually charge for a basic full set. If your basic full set is $25 and you figured out that it costs $8.78 worth of products just to be able to do a basic full set, and that's just the products. That's not counting if you pay for your space. That is not counting how much you would like to make per hour. $9.32 per hour is not even minimum wage. I don't believe it's that low in any state in America. So charging $25 for nails when it's costing you $8.78 worth of products alone, plus $16.67 a day for your space, it just isn't going to add up. It's going to give you a $9.32 an hour hourly rate. Now, if you're like, okay, so that's not going to work for me, because I got to work however many hours just to be able to sustain myself or to pay my monthly rent for my space. And this is on the low end. I don't even know anyone in the beauty industry that pays $500 a month for their space. Most times it's way more than that. The last time I rented space, it was $1,200 a month. So if I was doing $25 sets at $12, I'm sorry, with $1,200 a month suite rent, it would have been giving me an hourly rate of about $6.40. What am I going to do with that other than cry in my Cheerios? So when you get to factoring in your space costs and your product costs, that is the whole point of these worksheets. And you can change your hourly rate and see what it puts you at. You can adjust this however you see fit. If you say, okay, well, I think I need to make more than that because with my overhead and my personal stuff, I need to be able to, live. All right, $23.90. That's a little more respectable than $6.50 or whatever it was before. So that is the purpose of the You Deserve a Paycheck pricing worksheets. That's what they do. There is also a second page that lets you calculate the same thing if you work from home. I already have some numbers in here. I'm going to get rid of those and I'm going to just go to the top. But let's say our sample product is number one is $100. Our other product is $22. And you're going to get maybe, let's say we get 69 services out of that first product and we get a flat 22. And we just keep going. We keep adding in however many we want. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the charger before the phone dies. 1 second. Because I know me, I'll keep talking and then the next thing you know, live is ended and that's that on that. So let me add this in here. Sorry for the camera shaking, y'all. I'm trying to get it in here without taking it off of the tripod, but it's not being cooperative right now. And I know this is the part a lot of people really, really want me to go over because a lot of people work from home. Let's just be real. Like I said, the last time I rented a suite, it was $1,200. A lot of people, that's more than their actual house rent. Nobody wants to have to pay this much just to go to work. And then for people to ask them to charge $25 for services. All right, so we got it plugged in. We're ready to go. So we're just going to keep adding products here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just going to put some random numbers in here. It doesn't necessarily matter. And I go over in the video how to figure out how much each product is costing you. And it's really something you don't have to keep doing over and over again. Once you really do it once, you kind of understand what things are costing. It's almost like being on a diet and knowing that certain things have certain calories and that you can only eat so much of that before you'll start to maybe gain weight again. And I'm just going to do a couple more. Let's see, 55. And let's say we've got 27 services out of that. And 22, again, I like that number. Let's say we got 16 services out of that. All right, so we got a good, decent number there. $7.36, right? Cool. So how are we doing this? If you work from home, people are like, oh, you work from home, you shouldn't be charging that much. Unless you live in your home for free, you need to be charging for you know, you need to be factoring that into the cost of your services, unless you get to live for free. And if you do have, you know, free living situation, let me know so I can have a free living situation too. Because if you are not paying rent or a mortgage, or, you know, you're not living with your mom, you don't have to pay her any money or anything like that, which I'm not trying to live with my mom. I'm too old for that. But anyway, unless you get your home space for free, you do need to also calculate that as well. So square footage would be the entire square footage of your home. So let's say I have a 1,200 square foot apartment. That's a kind of a big apartment, actually. And it's costing me $1,000 a month. Now, I mean, you're not going to get that big of an apartment, not in a major city for that much. But let's just say, okay, my 1,200 square foot apartment is 1,500. Let's just say that, right? Okay, cool. But the space that I take clients in is only 250 square feet. So it's, you know, a bedroom or just a den or something like that. 250 square feet. It is costing me $10.42 a day just to have that space available to do services. All right, so then in step 3, it is automatically calculating it for you, the cost per service without factoring in the cost of your space, $7.36. Remember, this is the number that we had up here. So just for the cost per service with just the products, $7.36. If you include your space, based on 4 clients a day, it is going to be $4.44. What do you charge for the service? If you charge $40, you'll be making about $17 an hour. If you charge $25, you're going to be making $10 an hour. So all of that, you work from home, you could charge $25 for this service. Well, this is based on an 8-hour workday, and it's based on 4 clients a day. So you're giving clients a 2-hour slot if you're taking your time. Now, if you're faster than that, maybe you can afford to charge $25. That's possible, but most people are not. Most people who take their time are not faster than that. So $25 nails, I don't know about that, even if you work from home, because a lot of people, that's why I came up with this as well. I look at the comments, and that's how I'm informed about what people are thinking, what is the thought process. And there were some comments that were saying, you know, when nail techs work from home, I don't feel like it should be more than $25. And then I wanted the nail techs to understand, I know the clients are on these comments going in, I understand that. But you have to understand, if you're doing this for more than just a hobby, you need to be charging more than $25 in most cases, because you are not making a living wage. $10.28 an hour for something where you have to buy products and keep replenishing products. You have to be licensed. You have to keep your license maintained. You have to do continuing education. All of these things, you have to be skilled. You have to know you have to know customer service. You got to know business on the back end, all of these things. And then you want to be paid $10.28 an hour. You can go make more than that at Walmart. And you don't have to go get licensed or buy products or find a space or any of that. So that's kind of the whole purpose of why I created that. So this also comes in the bundle, the one that is $13, the one that she was talking about earlier. But it is also part of the course. So the course, you pretty much get everything that I went over today. You get the new online price estimator template with the radio buttons. You get the older template with the radio buttons. You also get instructions on how to customize this. So you do not have to use my colors, my brand, my logo, my service prices, the names of my services. You can completely customize this to your business. You get that, and then you also get the viral itemized price list template, as well as like a ton of other bonuses. There's really so much stuff in here. And actually, I'm going to bring it up. Let me go to my site and bring it up so you can see what all is going to come in here. All right, cool. So this is the page for online price estimator. I used to make people watch this whole thing before they actually were able to buy the course, but it's you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't want to watch all of that, then don't. But basically, this is the curriculum. You get everything: how to create and customize your pricing template, designing your base template in Canva, editing in Adobe Acrobat Pro. That is where the course part has to come in, because people were like, oh, I can't just get the let me try to zoom in, y'all, because it's like, I wish I could zoom on my phone and keep my face on here. I don't know why I can't. All right, I'm zooming as much as I can. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read them in order. But this Adobe editing in Adobe Acrobat Pro is the reason why this is a course. This is not some simple just edit it in Canva and throw it up on your website. There are calculations. That is what enables you to go on here and click these drop downs, and then it's automatically doing the math for you down at the bottom. It is not something super it's not very complicated, honestly. It's just something that I have to explain step by step, and that's why it's a course. So that is the main meat of the course, is that editing in Adobe Acrobat Pro. Now, I will say this: there have been people who've taken the course that learned how to design their own stuff in Adobe Acrobat, and now that is a business for them. So I'm just putting it out there. If that's where your mind goes, that's where your mind goes. So I'm just putting it out there. A lot of people don't want to invest in things, and they will rather be a consumer instead of a producer. But then there are those who are like, hey, wait, if I make something and I've learned a skill, I can, make money with this skill that I learned. So I'm just throwing that out there. Do with that what you will. And you can see I just added a new base template and training. I just did that earlier this week. So that is this one that we went over earlier with the radio buttons. That is now a part of it. I'm all over the place, y'all. That's now a part of it. You also get the quick start guide. That is, for the people who are like, well, let me know what I need to do first, and let me just read over it. I have something for everybody. If you are a visual learner, you got videos. If you're one of those people that like to just read stuff, you have the quick start guide, which is a PDF that you download. Then you get other ways to share the online price estimator. This is actually setting up your automated DM messages, and I go over all of that. This is video training. You see the little video icon over here. So that is included. So when I said earlier that everything is pretty much included in this course, pretty much everything that I just showed on the screen is included. So yes, you do learn how to create this, but you also are able to get this, that, as well as other trainings that I've done. I throw them all in there, and I keep updating them regularly. So you get all of this stuff. You also get a Q&A section. Oh, my mouth is so dry. You get a Q&A section. I do answer these personally, and I do answer them with video responses. If you ask me a question that I have not thought of, that did not come up, I will respond with a video explaining how to do it. Troubleshooting: if you run into any issues and you send me an email with screenshots about what's going on, what's not working as intended, I go through the troubleshooting steps and I record the video and I add it to the course. So for anybody that might have that issue later, they can just refer to our Q&A section and get the answer. You also get bonuses: the social sharing with autoresponders, that's a PDF. You also get the revenue planning guide that also comes with a video tutorial. You also get the free Build Your Shopify Store in 7 Days challenge, because these are, let me just be clear. The online price estimator course is just the beginning. This is for people who are interested in learning how to do something in their business, learning a new skill, something like that. So the natural progression, they're going to want to do things like have a website, things like that. They may not be in a position to pay someone to build their store for them. They may not understand everything. So the Shopify in 7 days is something I came up with for those who are in that natural progression of growing their business, wanting to expand online and do more, but they are not at a budgetary, place in their life to where they can really do it yet. Okay, so that is the course. It is only $49. It's 50% off up until December 31st, and then it goes back to its normal price of $99. And I'm not just saying that because I'm live. That is literally the real price. You know, the people who are already in the course, they definitely paid $99. So there's that. And there are some FAQs on this page. If you want the link to this page, just let me know. But there are some FAQs. What are the tech requirements? I'm going to go through all of these, and then I'm going to get into the bonus demo of something that is maybe coming out later, but I don't know yet. Y'all got to let me know if y'all want it, if you even care about it. But what are the tech requirements for the online price estimator? You will need a laptop, desktop, computer, tablet, iPad, or smartphone. Smartphone has an asterisk by it because I do not really recommend designing or editing anything on a smartphone. To me, the screen is just too little. But if you want to do it, have at it. Everything in this course, if you want to do it all on your phone and you find with editing on a really little screen, have at it. It's just me personally, I don't love it. I need to be able to move a mouse around or at least have a bigger screen to look at. But yeah, just a laptop, desktop, tablet, or a smartphone will work. You will need a Canva free or a Canva Pro account. You do not have to have Canva Pro. Only way you would want Canva Pro is if you want to do specific things with your base template that are not included in the free version of Canva. That's totally up to you. I am not a Canva affiliate. So, there is a way to get Canva Pro, but it's not like I got any inside information or like a code or anything. And then Adobe Acrobat Pro, free 7-day trial. I also tell you in the course how you can, if you want to keep Acrobat Pro, I pay for it every month. But if you want to keep it and pay for it every month, you can get it for as low as $19.99 a month. If you are in education or you have an EDU email address, you heard that from me. But yeah. And a website with editing capabilities, recommended but not mandatory. You will still be able to share your online price estimator even if you don't have a website. What we're looking at right now is literally just the link to my form. This is not on my website. This is a link to the form right up here. You can see, it's a long link, but I'll show you how you can share that without a website. So even if you don't have a website, don't worry about it. You can still use it. You can still share it. You even get shown how to automate and set this up. Do I need to know how to code? Nope. I handle all the technical details. I show you exactly how to do your calculations in the background. And if you can copy and paste, you can do this. Who is this training for? It is for any service-based business owner, independent service providers included. If you want to give your clients or potential clients a way to estimate the cost of their services up front. So like I said, the viral video where they are DMing you in the middle of the night, asking you how much it costs, I show you how to automatically respond to them and share this online price estimator with them so they can get an answer to their question in the middle of the night instead of waiting for you to wake up and respond to them. What does the training include? It includes all of this stuff. So the click-by-click training of how to create it in Adobe Acrobat Pro. You learn how to embed it in website platforms like Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, Payhip, and more. You learn how to design and customize your base template with the fonts, logos, and pricing that you want that are specific to your business. You also get the quick start guide that tells you, everything you need to have ready to go, as well as a couple recommendations that are totally optional. You also get the interactive Q&A section with my video responses to all of your troubleshooting and questions, troubleshooting issues and questions. And then I show you how to put your client consultations on autopilot with the automated technology. That is video training. So that's DMs on autopilot. Like I said, that is included in here. You also get the revenue planning and tracking that comes with the video training as well. A bonus VIP day special offer. So the VIP day is if you want somebody to do some stuff for you, or even take a look at what you already have set in place as far as your business, whether that's your email marketing, whether it's your website, whatever it is, that's your chance to get me basically for several hours on one specific day, and we work through every issue that you're trying to have, that you're having in your business to get you to a better place. Next question. I don't have a website. Can I still use the online price estimator with my clients? Absolutely. While it is better viewed on a website, I'll show you how to share it with your clients even without a website. Like I said earlier, this right here that we're looking at, this is just a link. They will just click this link. Once you do that automation in your DMs, they could click that link and get right to it. You know, even if you have Acuity or something like that, I actually give you a way to share your online price estimator right in your Acuity. Acuity used to let you embed it into their website. They took that function away. I can only imagine why, but they took it away. But I did figure out a workaround for it, so that is also included in your course, excuse me. I'm not in the beauty industry, but I still run a service-based business. Can I use the online price estimator? Yes, it is 100% editable and customizable. So as long as you have services and you have prices for those services, you can use the online price estimator, either sending it as a link or embedding it on your website. I'm actually going to update these FAQs because I think the sending it as a link is a little slept on. Obviously in the video that went viral, it was embedded, and that's what people want to see. But, you know, I realize everybody doesn't have a website. Everybody doesn't even need a website, to be quite honest. So yeah, can I try it before I buy it? Yes. So you can try the demo for absolutely free. And you know, on that FAQs page, that's exactly, it'll take you basically to the new demo. This is the new template that I just created with the radio buttons. Sorry for the pop-up, y'all. It is what it is. It's just business. But then, you know, you can try it before you buy it. It is in my profile if you want to demo the course before you make a move. So you can be an informed consumer. I want everybody to be informed and know what they're getting. So yeah, so you get all of that stuff within the course. Now, the thing that I was going to show you guys that I am working on still is the strategic scheduling income planner. This is not for sale yet. It is live. I am waiting for more feedback from my community on whether they are really interested in something like this. Strategic scheduling, in a nutshell, is a way to kind of get your income more stable. Ooh, why do I have the hiccups? To get your income more stable. So it is a planner, and I was debating if I want to make it a printable planner like that I ship to people, or if I just want to keep it digital. I haven't decided yet. It is not out yet. There's only one person who has this yet, and she's beta testing it for me because it is still a work in progress. So strategic scheduling is going to help you set income goals every single week. It is going to help you strategize how your clients book their appointments, and it's going to help you get work-life balance so you are not constantly working and feeling like you're not making any money, not taking any time off, not really being able to do anything fun because you are working. And as with everything that I make, it does not matter if you do nails, if you are a consultant, whatever it is, you can use this. If you have services and prices, you can use this. All right. So the worksheets, how it will work with strategic scheduling is you would simply put your lowest price services on one side, your highest price services on the other side. This is just so you can visually see how much, you know, you're charging for things. What is the lowest you're going to get from someone versus what is the highest you're going to get. So that's the first worksheet. Then you're going to list how many clients you see on a daily basis. These are just samples. So this is already filled in. It's not clickable. Like I said, I'm previewing this for the first time online. So this is not for sale. I'm just showing you how it is set up as of right now. Also, if there's feedback on how it could be set up better, please chime in. Because while it is a work in progress, I want to make sure it's like the best it can be if I do decide to release it. So you would list how many clients you see here, how many days a week you would like to work or that you do work, and what is your income goal for the week, whatever that might be. This is just a sample, so don't come in here with your limiting beliefs about nobody makes 1,500 a week, or that's too much, or how am I supposed to make 1,500 a week and I can't even get the clients to book. This is just an example. Let's just keep going. And I'm only doing that because I know I always get it. If I repost this later, I'm gonna hear about that 1,500 a week. I already know. So then you're going to use the space to below to work out the services that you can prioritize. So what strategic scheduling is honestly just prioritizing your higher priced services, your higher ticket items, versus filling up your schedule with the lowest price thing you offer. And as a nail tech, this is the example I always use. We will do nails and get repeat clients, and then we'll keep getting people who are booking fills and never want to get a full set. They'll try to go a year without a full set if they can. They'll keep booking fills and they're filling up your books. So when a new client comes along that wants a full set that costs more money, they really can't get in because there's no spaces available for them. So you're prioritizing your higher ticket items, not necessarily new client versus old client, anything like that. It's you're prioritizing the things that are going to help you get to your goal for the week, whatever that might be. In this example, it's $1,500. All right. So to meet your goal, you would need to do 15 of your highest price services. So in this example, the highest price service is $100. You need to do 15 of those in a week to reach that $1,500 goal, right? Your lowest price service, you need to do 30 of those in a week. So you need to have 30 clients on the books at least $50 an hour, $50 per client to get that $1,500 goal. Or you would need 20 of the mid-price services. So 20 of these $75 services to hit your $1,500 goal. I point out here that you would have to do twice as many. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. You'd have to do twice as many low ticket services to reach your goal. It's just visually putting it out there because a lot of us never thought about it like this. It's putting it out there. You'd have to do twice as many to hit your goal. Wild, right? So that's how that works. And it's basically going to do the math for you. You also are going to get the sample worksheet. So this is a sample. This is how it looks. Again, everything is a work in progress. It is not out yet. So we'll see how the demand goes if people actually want this or not. But so in the sample worksheet, you would honestly just have your highest price service, your lowest price, your mid price, whatever. How many clients on Sunday did you do at the highest price? Okay, only did one. It's $100. You did two low price people. That's also $100. And then you did one mid price client at 75. That gave you your total for the day of 275. In the digital version of this, it keeps a running total of how much you're making every single day and what your weekly total is. I have an updated one that I'm working on where it will kind of put it in comparison to your goal. So if you set up here, I want to make $1,500 this week. And then down here, you can see your running total is like, oh, okay, I have 5 clients on Saturday at $100 a client. That gave me a $500 Saturday. It put me over my goal. I made 2,075 instead of 1,500. Or if you had a slow day where it's like I only did the lowest price on Tuesday, and it ended up being only $50. You can kind of see where things are. You can also see where do you have the most people booking. For a lot of us, it'll be, the weekend, but then there are some where they're like, no, I don't know, for some reason, people always want to get a fill-in on Wednesday. Maybe you want to restrict your fill-ins to only being available on Wednesday, and you can do that in your booking software. I do have all of my training on how to actually do this and make this practical. I do have that recorded already and ready to go. I'm just, like I said, seeing if people actually want this. And then this is also part of the worksheets. I added a sample worksheet of did you reach your goal? So you check yes. And then you kind of reflect on what you did to reach your goal. You can say, I limited availability for my lowest price services, or if you did any other things to, reach your goal, then you can put that there. Anything you would have done differently. This one says, I would adjust pricing on services that take more time so I can still reach my goal without working more hours per day or more days per week. Cool. So you reached your goal and you can set your goal for the next week. Maybe we want to keep it the same. Maybe we want to make it higher. Maybe it's lower. You'd be setting your goal for the next week. If you did not reach your goal, so not quite. Okay, cool. What do you think why do you think you didn't reach last week's goal? Oh, I had a lot of low ticket appointment openings available. So maybe they didn't do it. They were like, okay, well, I'm scared to push all of my fill-ins to one day. So I let them book up the whole week. They booked my whole week with fill-ins, and I did not hit my goal because I didn't have 30 people. I only had, let's say 15 fill-ins. So what is 15 times 450? So that would be 450. If you have 15 clients at $50, I'm lying. That's not 450. What am I talking about? That's $600. So you'd be less than half of your goal if you just did all fill-ins for the week. Sorry, y'all, I was adding up in my head. I usually use the calculator. And then it says, what could you do to get closer or reach next week's goal? Open only 3 to 4 weekly appointment slots for my lowest ticket services. You could change that out however you see fit. But the whole purpose of this particular part of the worksheets is to help you really think about your business in a different way. Think about it from a reaching your goal perspective, profit perspective. That is something that people don't do. They feel like because this is a creative career they're in, that it's all about having fun and making art. And we wish it was all about having fun and making art, but we live in a society where you have expenses and bills and things to think about. And burnout is a real thing. So when you're doing a lot of these low ticket services, trying to hit this goal and realizing you got to constantly hustle for clients, and then you got to constantly, be posting on social media. And it's just a lot of work to have to do when if you were prioritizing your higher ticket items, you wouldn't have to do so much. And that's just real. So you would get blank worksheets, obviously. This is the printable version that we're looking at. And then there's some more little pages you can use as far as planning out your week. But this also is going to have a digital version as well. If I decide to release it. So that is the one thing I wanted to preview. I'm going to go ahead and stop my Zoom because I'm recording it and it's going to literally be too long, and it's going to be telling me I don't have enough storage in the cloud to record it. All right, so that's all the stuff that I wanted to go over. I wanted to go over the difference between the online price estimator, which is what you see here, the difference between the itemized price list template Canva version, as well as the digital version, and then the You Deserve a Paycheck pricing worksheets. Those are my top selling products that I have, digital products, and that is it. I'm going to post this explanation on my YouTube, and I will let you guys know that the online price estimator course is 50% off until December 31st. I'm not going to hold y'all no longer because my mouth is dry like it always gets when I go live. And thank y'all for being here. If you have questions, reach out either via email. My email is in my profile or on that other platform, because I honestly, by the time I see your message over here on TikTok, you're going to be like, is she ignoring me? And TikTok does not allow you to automate your DMs like those other platforms. Because trust me, if they did, it would be automated. But thank y'all. Have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. If you celebrate, Merry Christmas. If you don't, just have a happy life. Bye, y'all.